going on, everyone? Darkside Phil here, and welcome to the final channel update of 2012. It is December 28th? It's how typical of me to not be prepared. Yes, December 28th, 2012, and so much has happened this year. Just so much positive, negative, like so much crazy stuff. And I kind of want to reminisce a little bit on it, talk a little bit about what's happened this year, give everyone some perspective of what's going to happen in 2013, the big changes that are coming in 2013, because they're imminent, like they're about to happen, and give you also a little bit of an idea of what I've been up to recently and what's coming up this weekend. So, first and foremost, before I get to all of that, this is the final channel update you will ever see on DSPGaming. Repeat that. This is the final channel update you will ever see on DSPGaming. If you're watching this on DSPGaming, wave goodbye. This is going to my new vlogs only channel, the King of Hate Vlogs. It is a vlogs only channel because people have been saying they're missing my vlogs because so many videos get uploaded to DSPGaming on a daily basis. And I can completely understand that. Just look at the past few days. I did fan appreciation. Every day had like 20 plus videos. It gets out of hand, okay? The King of Hate Vlogs is the new channel that's going to only have things like channel updates, the weekend preview, the Hateful Truth game reviews. I'm starting up some new series. I'm reviving some old series, such as DSP Tries It. I may be reviving some other older ones as well as we progress. So there is a definite reason, if you like my vlog style videos, to head over there, okay? Now, I want everyone to understand, because I've explained this before, but a lot of people don't watch all my vlog style videos, and they miss it, and they say, oh, I don't get the point. DSP, he's criticized other YouTubers for having vlog style channels before and then moving into gaming just for free money. Why is he doing it too? Alright, completely different situation, okay? They did it because they had a massive following on their vlog style videos and they wanted to make extra money on gameplay videos. I have good views on my gaming videos, but the problem is my vlog style videos have been getting less views this past year because they're kind of getting lost in the shuffle with the so many gameplay videos that I've been uploading on a daily basis. Moving these videos from DSPGaming to a new channel, I'm actually taking a pay cut, okay? Let me explain. Number one, I actually get paid less for the videos on the new channel, okay? And number two, I don't get paid for mobile views over there. So in fact, one of the new series, and I kind of want to announce this in this video, one of the new series I'm planning to do is, as you know, recently I got an iPad, and I know a lot of people criticize me because in the past, like 2 years ago, someone asked me what do I think about an iPad, and I said I think it's a superfluous piece of technology. You know, what is the use if you have a laptop or a desktop computer? What is the purpose of it? Well, I have a purpose for it. It's called my back. As you know, I have a really bad back, and what I've been doing with my iPad, and the primary reason I got it, is at night as I'm uploading videos, I use the iPad to add them to playlists and to tweet. That way, I don't have to constantly get up and down and go to my computer and back to the couch. If you have a bad back, or if anyone you know has a bad back, you would understand what I'm talking about. If you have a bad back, and once you finally get it to a situation where you're relaxing and there's no pain, the last thing you want to do is to constantly have to be getting up and down, because it takes a while to get it into that state of rest. And for me, it has been a big problem where as I'm uploading, I have to constantly, I have to add it to the playlist, I have to tweet and say it's ready and do this and that, and it's been a pain in my ass. Now I do have a laptop. Problem is, number one, the laptop is actually starting to break, which is pissing me off. And number two, it's a pain in the ass to have a laptop in front of you on, say, a coffee table, especially if you're trying to watch TV. The iPad is flat, I can easily boom, 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 it's done. So I have a use for the iPad, and that's why I got it, to use it for my YouTube channels, okay? But anyway, regardless of that, a new series that I'm planning to start is iPad app reviews. I've been using several apps on the iPad over the past several weeks that I've had it, and I think it would behoove everyone to know what I think of some of these apps and games, being that I'm a real gamer. You know, you read these app reviews, oh, it's the best thing ever. Oh, it has motion because you flick your fucking finger and blah, blah, blah. It's like, this guy obviously doesn't play video games. This is some guy, you know, who's a tech reviewer for some magazine. He doesn't know what he's talking about. You need a gamer to review games to know if it's worth it to spend your money. So I'm planning on starting this as a new series on the King of Hate vlogs from 2013. But the problem is, I was talking about pay cuts, I'm getting back to the point, I don't get paid for mobile views over there. So what that means is if you're watching any video on the King of Hate vlogs on an iPad, on an iPhone, or mobile device where you don't see ads, I don't get paid for it. And it's becoming increasing every year, the amount of people who watch mobile, on mobile devices, my videos. In fact, I checked and it was like 30 to 40%. So you're talking, I'm going to take a 40% pay cut on all vlog style videos just for the fact that I want to move it off of DSPGaming and put it over on a new channel for your benefit, that you can subscribe to that channel and you can be in tune with all of the things that are going on with my vlog videos. There's so many people who've contacted me and said, Phil, we have not subbed to you because you upload so many videos and it floods our inbox, but I really love your vlog style videos and it's a shame because I can't just see those. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing this directly as a response from my fans, what they've asked me to do. So it really does irk me a little bit when these idiots, Phil, you said that you criticize people for making another channel for something that they're not known for. First of all, I've been doing vlog style videos for 100 years. They've just all been on the same channel. I had the King of Hate HD, which was a vlog only channel, and I moved all the stuff over during the whole fiasco when I got kicked out of Google AdSense and they all merged into DSPGaming. So it does piss me off when people say shit like that. I'm actually hurting myself to do it for your benefit, and I get shit for it. 'Tis the nature of the beast, I guess. Alright, so that's the deal. The King of Hate vlogs. You have to head over there, you have to sub. Right now, I think it's got something like 13,000 and change subscribers. I've been saying this the entire month. I'll say it one last time. I know there's about 15 to say, even up to 20 sometimes, 1,000 people who watch my vlog style videos. They've almost all subbed, okay? So if you like this style of video, this is what you want to see, head over there and sub. This is your last chance. There will be no other warnings. I'm not going to be posting up vlog videos anymore on DSPGaming. So this is it, okay? Come 2013, that's the only place you can see them, so head over there now if you want to be in the know and you want to follow my vlog style videos. Okay. So that being said, very briefly, I want to review what I've done this week, and then I want to talk about what's coming up this weekend and next week, and then I want to review the year a little bit, okay? This week was a holiday week, Christmas, as everyone knows, and I didn't have any major plans for playthroughs or anything like that. Last year, I had Skyrim, and I was so into it, and I was playing it. This year was a slower year. I had actually beaten Far Cry 3 last week, so that game was wrapped up. And so, I decided that I was going to do a couple things. I was going to do a year-end series, I was going to do a Christmas special, and I was going to do fan appreciation like I used to back in the day, okay? I used to, years ago, over 2 years ago, every Christmas I would do a week of fan appreciation where I would take all the popular games from the year and I would play them with the fans online. And that's exactly what I did this week, okay? And I fully understand, and a lot of people are saying, Phil, why is no one watching the videos? Phil, what's up with the views? The bottom line is no one's really ever been super interested in my fan appreciation videos. It's just online gameplay. It's nothing revolutionary. And the other thing is, quite honestly, I'm not very good at most of these games. I've only played them a few times in order to get a taste of them and then review the games. It's not like I've been playing Call of Duty hardcore since it came out and I'm a master and you're watching a fucking epic montage of me getting headshots and stuff. You know what I mean? That's not what I'm about. That's never what I've been about. So, I understand it's just generic online gameplay. The bottom line is it's for you. It's for the fans. And first of all, I want to say thank you to all the fans who joined me for fan appreciation this week. Thank you for all the fans who tried to get in and unfortunately couldn't. You have to understand that I only do, a couple hours of sessions for each game because I want to get so many games in because people want to play them all. And unfortunately, there's only so many people that can get in. And unfortunately, with a game like PlayStation All-Stars, where the damn server wouldn't even work for an hour, there's nothing I can really do. There's limited time and limited resources. So I did what I could, but thank you to everyone who played with me. If you didn't get in, don't worry. This isn't the end of it. And in fact, I kind of want to announce this as well in this video. This is kind of an interesting video because I'm announcing a lot of things for the first time. I think that a little bit of where I lost my way over the past couple of years is the sense of community around me and my videos. And let me explain what I mean. I have a website, thekingofhate.com. I almost never talk about it. I used to go on there and chat with the fans and do stuff, and I didn't do that for quite some time. And I'll be honest, unfortunately, there have been some people who've left the site. There have been some people who, unfortunately, the site this year kind of had a negative turn. It was almost like, because I wasn't there all the time, it became more about telling me how I'm doing everything wrong rather than talking positively about my stuff and the stuff that I'm doing. And so I kind of did make a push to turn it around, and I am there a little bit more now. But I think really what happened was I stopped interacting with the fans so much outside of the YouTube comments. I wasn't chatting with the fans. I wasn't doing fan appreciation. I wasn't doing these interactive things that I used to do. And I think I lost that little bit of connection that I used to have with everyone. So what I'd like to do in 2013, since I will be playing fewer games, is possibly, and I'm not saying this is 100% going to happen on a regular basis, and I'm not announcing a schedule for it now, but what I'd like to do is start a pattern where I get to do fan appreciation, interaction, multiplayer stuff with the fans at least once a month, if not more. Just playing Team Fortress 2 for the first time in like a year was so much fun, and I like, wow, I missed this game. This was a game that I love, a game that I played like crazy both on PC and on Xbox 360, and I haven't played it in so long. I'm like, why? If this is something I like and I enjoy, fuck the views on the videos. I know the game's old and a lot of people don't care about the game. I don't care. I'm having fun. So why not have fun, but also record and maybe have the possibility of making some money while I do it? You know what I mean? This is like, that's the essence of how I started on YouTube. Have fun while possibly making some money. And regardless of the fact that I might, not be playing as many games as I have been in the past couple of years, I think it's worth it to have a personal interaction with my fans. It was just so crazy. Like, I haven't played a game on the PC interactively with the fans in quite a while, and then I went online yesterday to do this fan appreciation for Team Fortress 2, and I figured we might not even get enough to fill a 32-man server. We had over 100 people immediately hit the chat room when we're talking, I want to play, I can't wait to play. I was like, holy shit, sorry everyone, it's only a 32-man server, there's nothing I could do about that. And I was like, wow, there is massive demand to play this kind of stuff, and I think I've lost touch with that. So I'd like to reconnect with that over the next year. Okay, that's a major focus for me. Let's reconnect. Let's try to get that going again, get that personal connection again. Okay, so that's one thing that I did this week. But also the thing I really want to focus on here is my holiday special. It was the most hateful Christmas special 2012. I put a tremendous amount of effort into this, and let me explain, because a lot of people don't understand. I'm not a video editor, okay? Not by far. I never took a class for it, never had any training. I don't have even, like the program that I use is a piece of shit. I have no idea how to use Sony Vegas or Adobe, whatever the fuck it is. I don't have any knowledge of it. I'm using this really crappy third-party program. That's what I use to do all my year-end series and everything, okay? And if you haven't seen it yet, first of all, the Christmas special is only about 7 minutes long. Now, I didn't say 7 minutes. Wow, what did it take them? An hour, 2 hours? Alright, let me give you some perspective on this. To write the special, meaning to write all the stuff that I did in it, took me about 2 hours, okay? To get all the resources together, and what I mean is to get all the video clips together, to capture the audio of me singing and everything in it, to get all the pictures and everything I needed for it, that took me about 2 to 3 hours. To actually film the stuff, the videos of me sitting on the couch, dressing up as different characters, took about an hour. And the video editing, and I'm not kidding you, I'm not exaggerating, took over 4 hours, okay? So you're talking, what is that, over 8, it's almost 10 hours of work for a 7-minute video. And this is why a lot of people say, oh, Phil, why don't you do this all the time? Well, that's why. If I were to just put out that style of video, I would be like every other YouTuber. You'd only see me making 1 video a day. It would probably be weaker content than what you saw there. And, it would just be blasé. It's cool that I can do that kind of thing every once in a while. And I figured it's the end of the year. This was actually an idea that I had in 2009, if you can believe it. and I just didn't get to do it because that year I was sick. 2010, everything happened with, shifting from AdSense to Blip TV and then back to YouTube, and so I didn't have a chance to do it then. Last year also, if you can believe it, I was sick and I didn't have a voice enough to do it. So this year was the first opportunity in 3 years that I've really had a chance to say, I'm going to do this. I'm finally going to do it. And it felt so good. Let me tell you, it was extremely stressful. I quite literally finished the Christmas special a minute before I had to leave to go to my parents' house for Christmas dinner and exchange gifts. I'm not even kidding you. It was like down to the wire crunch time. But what I've been getting for feedback for the video is tremendous. I've been being told this is the best video I've ever made. I got so many people who left comments and also on Twitter. They're like, Phil, I can't believe it. This is the most entertaining thing you've ever put out. It's funny, it's original, it's hilarious, it's a tribute to the fans, it's great. And that makes me feel good because at least it lets me know that for the true fans, the people that have been there and are there for me and, are going to stick in there no matter what, the fact that they enjoyed it and that it maybe even warmed their hearts a little bit during Christmas, that makes me feel so good. Regardless of views or whatever, because I know, you look at the video, it's been out for a few days now, it's got 35,000 views. That's great. But the bottom line is this, I know this year that, my views have tapered off. My views are dwindling. And it's for many different reasons, some of which I'm going to talk about when I reminisce about this year a little bit later in the video. But a video like this that I would used to put out would probably get 50 to 100,000 views. So I know for a fact that unfortunately I'm not where I used to be. I'm going to make a solid effort to try to get back there, okay? And it's my fault. It's my fault because all I said I'm going to play 100 fucking games rather than worry about quality content. And, some of the games were shit. And a lot of people just got overwhelmed with the amount of videos. And I should have had the foresight, and I didn't. So I blame myself. I really do. I blame myself for what happened. But the bottom line is I really enjoyed doing the special. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it, you absolutely have to. I mean, after getting feedback like that, I just got to tell you, you have to see it. Don't miss out, especially if this is, you rarely watch my videos or you only check a couple times a year and this is the video you're seeing. Go check the Christmas special because people are saying it's some of the best stuff they've ever seen. And thank everyone for the positive feedback. It makes me feel really good, okay? So, I did all that this week. That's basically the gist of what I did this week, okay? What's coming up? Well, this weekend, Panda Lee is coming to visit. We don't have any particular plans per se to do gameplay. I'm not saying we won't do any. There's also a possibility. Maybe we'll jump in and play some Nintendo Land and fuck around with that. Maybe we'll go to do some shitty horror games. Maybe we'll do something. I don't know. But we have no, we're definitely playing this on this. Sometimes we've been doing co-op like that and we decided this visit, no, we're not going to do that. What we will be definitively doing, we will be getting myself a new calendar. As you can see, the year's over. There's nothing left, there's no room, it's done. I need to get myself a new calendar and fill it out with the new game releases. That's one of the videos we'll be doing this weekend together. So, we'll be filling out new game releases, you'll get an idea of what my schedule is going to be. I am going to post it both here on DSPGaming and on the King of Hay Vlogs, so that way everyone can see it. But again, I'm telling you, this is it. This is the final channel update, and come 2013, there will be no more vlog style videos here on DSPGaming. Okay. We may do something for New Year's. We haven't decided yet. We may do like a quick New Year's special or something. I don't know. We'll talk about it and we'll figure it out. But the bottom line is there's not going to be any consistent content this weekend. You really won't see me. There won't be a weekend preview, by the way. I mentioned this last week. There will be no weekend preview this weekend because there's no reason to do a weekend preview because Panda Lee will be here until Wednesday, which means I won't even be putting out videos until Thursday coming up of next week, okay? On Thursday of next week, it will begin the Game of the Year Awards. These are my very last set of videos that I do where I name my favorite games of the year of all the games that I've played. A lot of people like these because they know I play every single damn game and that, I really, really weigh the games against each other, and for me to give a game of the year, that it really has to do something great. This year, I'll be honest, was a slow year for games. In fact, all the way up to September, I really didn't have any games that stood out in my mind that were like Game of the Year candidates. Luckily, the hardcore gaming season brought us several good games that really I feel are Game of the Year contenders. So, the Game of the Year awards this year are going to be great. Definitely check them out come Thursday of next week. That's when they will begin. I can't tell you if it's going to be 1 or 2 days. I may do, I'm going to do top 10 games of the year. I'm probably going to do honorable mentions like I did last year too. But what I'll probably do is I'll split it. Maybe I'll do 5 on Thursday and 5 on Friday. I haven't decided yet, but we'll figure it out. There's also no new games until the Tuesday after that. It's Anarchy Reigns is the first new game of the year. So what I'll be doing in that time frame is maybe finishing up some odds and ends. I know a lot of people have been asking me, Phil, are you ever going to play XCOM again? A lot of people have been asking me, Phil, you played Need for Speed Most Wanted and you just stopped playing. Are you ever going to get back to that? And the answer is, I may be resuming those games during that time period. And I know I still get the people, oh, Phil, you're going to play Sly 3, or you're going to do this and that. Stuff that I've never even mentioned. It's like, when did I ever say I was going to play Sly 3? I know people want to see me play it before I play Sly 4. It's not necessary. Like, I know what Sly is now. I understand the character. You don't have to play every fucking version of the game before you play the latest one. That being said, if I finish things unexpectedly early, is it something I would consider? Sure, but I'm not promising stuff like that. I don't know where people get these crazy ideas in their heads that I'm going to be doing stuff that I've never even mentioned before. Alright, so that's the gist of what's coming up. Now I want to reminisce, and hold on because I want to check the time on the video. I've been talking for quite some time. Reminisce for about 5 minutes here on the year and talk a little bit about the coming year. This has been a unique year for me because unlike 2011, where it was the first year I was doing this full time, it was kind of uncertain if things were going to turn out or what would happen. And it wasn't a year where, like, and remember, 2011, we had the looming SOPA and PIPA, and the government was trying to shut down internet videos that had copyrighted content, even though it's used under fair use, and there was a gray area, and it was all this crazy stuff. Will video game videos be allowed? Will anything be allowed anymore? And then finally, they kicked the shit out of that idea when us, the people, we mobilized, and we all contacted our lawmakers and said, we don't want this, and if you pass it, you're going to be in deep shit. And all of a sudden, wow, all of Congress and the House of Representatives changed their minds about the bill. Isn't it funny when the people stick up for what they believe, that the people in power who don't want to be voted out of power suddenly listen? So that was great. But we didn't have that kind of stuff this year. This year was different. This was more like, wow, I was successful in 2011. Let's continue on with that. Let's ride this wave. But also, let's try some new initiatives. If you remember, this was the first year we attended MagFest, which was a huge success. We debuted Project 7, which was a huge success. We went to Too Many Games, which was also a huge success. We were a featured guest at that convention, which was awesome. We went to E3, which was an amazing accomplishment to be able to get in and cover that. The little independent guy at E3 covering everything. That was crazy. It's unheard of. So many things that, you know, we started up, different series, different things. This was the year I introduced my girlfriend, which a lot of people have said to me, gee, Phil, it kind of backfired. No, it didn't. You know, Leanna had to be introduced at some point. I mean, I'm not just going to be gone for a weekend every month. People wonder, gee, where's Phil? And, you know, it's stupid to not talk about it. And she's a gamer. Why not do some gaming together? And I know that there's people who this year, you know, were very negative about it. And there were some situations where, you know, people, oh, you know, she started up her own channel because she's a gamer too, and she wanted to see if she could maybe have some fun doing it, which is really the only purpose of her channel, to have some fun. And you get assholes on there trolling her and shit, and then she blocks people, and then people put big campaigns out about how she blocked them. What the fuck? Like, what is your problem? You know what I mean? Like, it's just so crazy how people, the most important thing on the planet in your life is to be able to comment on a YouTube video for someone who just started their channel. Get a fucking life, seriously, if you think that's the most important thing. But the thing that I'm trying to get to is this starts movements of, oh, negativity. Every time Phil does a video with Leanna, I'm not watching it. And oh my God, there was a hurricane, but I'm going to be an immature prick. And instead of understanding, I'm going to complain that Leanna was in the Assassin's Creed 3 playthrough, and I'm going to turn the whole thing into a debacle. And it's like, give me a fucking break. You know what I mean? Like, it's a great thing. You know, I have a girlfriend. I feel my life has improved dramatically because of Leanna, and I love her, and it's a great thing for me, and it opens up so many new opportunities. But at the same time, you know, balancing that with my career here on YouTube and stuff, and it is a balance, because you don't want to be, I understand she's not a mainstream part of what I've been doing all along for years. She's not, you know, what I'm doing here on YouTube is separate from that personal life. And it's cool to do stuff with her once in a while, but it's not going to be something that intersects all the time. And the fact that there was a circumstance where unfortunately she did have to intersect with a major playthrough of mine this year, and that some people understood and other people just fucking like lost their minds and became like such immature pricks. And you know what, I'm going to say this, I still stand by my comments from a few months ago where I said if you don't understand how to be a mature adult in the situation that happened, fuck off and don't watch my videos. And you know what, it's funny, because since I put my foot down, I have had less views. It's that simple. I know thousands of people who are just immature children in their heads and they can't understand the situation. They left. And that's fine. I understand that. You know what? If it's money out of my pocket, if those people no longer fucking watch my videos because they don't understand what a relationship is with someone like a girlfriend who you love and she's stuck here with me, she's not happy that she's stuck here, but she's here and she's willing to help me with my work because she knows I have to push forward with my work because it's how I make my living and how I pay for everything. And the fact that she was so understanding, and you know, that's an amazing thing. And you know what, if you don't understand that and you want to fucking be a dick, don't fucking watch my stuff. And I still stand by that statement. And I know there's people who actually are proud of me for kind of sticking up, because it's true, you should stick up for those ideals regardless of the money. And you know, this is what you'll never see these big YouTubers do. You'll never see them put their foot down because they're terrified that if they say anything negative that someone might leave and they'll lose money. You know, the people that get paid to play games, I mean, no, really, they get paid to play specific games, which is why sometimes you see them playing games they would never play on their channels. Those are the people I'm talking about. So it's been a really crazy year between all the different stuff that's been going on with me. And I have to say this year was, I'll be honest with everyone, this year was the most profitable for me financially. But at the same time, now you got to look at the flip side of it. In 2013, we're not going to MagFest because we've been denied both a panel and a vendor table. And I've talked about it ad nauseum. I don't need to bring it up again or the specifics of that, but that's unfortunate. That's just their decision. You know, they want to do what they want to do. Too Many Games has invited us back to be guests. The problem is this year, or 2013, Too Many Games is exactly the same week as E3. So if we do happen to go to E3 again, thanks to Machinima, which we don't know, and we won't actually even know until after the beginning of the second quarter of 2013, that's when Machinima starts talking about that stuff. How could we possibly go to E3, fly out of E3 on Thursday, arrive in Philadelphia on Friday, and be in any condition to attend a convention and be there for the fans and do a panel and all that? I don't know. We may try to do it, but that would be pretty fucking crazy. But we're going to see what happens with that, okay? But, again, that's kind of, it sucks that we don't know if we're going to be able to do that. We don't know if we're even going to be able to go to E3 this year. It's up in the air. No one knows yet. And now, you know, the fact of, unfortunately, the bad news that I got about a week and a half ago regarding myself here on YouTube and whether or not I'll even be able to make this continue to be what it's been and I'll be able to do it full time. Who knows? Now, I do want to say this, and I mentioned this in my weekend preview, but some more time has passed, and I do want to say this. Right now, it's looking good, and what I mean is, there was some negative stuff that happened, and it looked like my YouTube career might have been in jeopardy, but I've instituted some changes, and since I've instituted those changes, everything looks really good, okay? It's not a guarantee of anything, but it's looking good for now. So right now, fingers crossed, toes crossed, cross every fucking thing on your body like this, and you know, hopefully things work out. In 2013, I'll be able to say, all right, that's it, don't worry about it. You know, it's cleared up, no issue, progress as normal, and I'll have more information for you about that the first week of January. Actually, it should be right after when when Leanna returns home next week. I may have more information on what's going on with that, okay? So, I'll be in contact with you all about that and let you know how that turns out. I know I am nervous, just as nervous as probably everyone else who's a fan, to know what's going on. I apologize again, I can't give you specifics simply because I'm legally bound not to. And I do want to say once again, it's not what all the rumors out there are saying that it is. It's not that. I know people, oh, we heard this and that, and this is the news, and some drama fucking queen put out a video, and he cited certain things. It's all bullshit. Like, I don't know, if someone's a drama queen, obviously they're a drama queen because they like to stir up drama to get views. The guy's an asshole. He doesn't know what he's talking about, okay? So don't believe everything that you fucking hear. It's not true. I was this close to finishing the video in time. But it's really ridiculous that people spread these kind of stuff as fact when there's no factual basis for it. And no one's talking about it because they can't, you know, because there's legal stuff going on. Like, why would you believe a rumor from someone, especially when people say stuff like, oh, it was an employee who was, like, used to work with a company. Well, obviously they're going to make shit up. But anyway, I digress. The bottom line is, I'll have more information next week for everyone, and hopefully it'll be good. Right now it's looking good. From everything that I've seen, it looks really good. And so I'm hoping that things will turn around, and I'll be able to come to you in 2013 and say, guess what, everyone? Great news. Business as usual. Let's start this year off with a bang rather than a fizzle because we have this negativity looming over us. Okay? So what a year it's been. And with what I'm planning to do next year, the fact that I am going to reduce the number of games that I'm going to be playing on DSPGaming, I'm going to focus more on certain releases that I pick out that I want to play and putting time into them, but also taking time out to do vlog-style videos daily over on the King of Hate Vlogs, to start new series, to put new effort and renewed effort into older series that I abandoned, to do new things on DSPGaming like fan appreciation a couple times a month if I can, you know, fit it in. Ask the King. Poor Ask the King, I haven't done an episode. I didn't do an episode in September. I did one in October, but it was like spur of the moment, and then I haven't done one since then. And it's like, well, that's a consistent series that I like doing, and here's something that fell by the wayside this hardcore gaming season. That's the kind of stuff I want to get back on track. So 2013 is going to be a year of renewal, refreshment. I'm hoping that I can get back to the feeling that I had back in 2010, you know, when this whole thing was going on, and you know, I have to do this full time, but I had all these original ideas, and then actually over the past 2 years, a lot of things kind of stagnated and fizzled out as it became more about just play 1,000 games rather than thinking about, oh, this is creative content I can do. This is creative content I can do. And who knows? Who knows where this will take us? Maybe I'll have more time to work on stuff like Project 7 and actually renew the series. I don't know. That's just a thing I'm mentioning out of the blue. Something that I really loved Project 7 doing it, and the fact that it fizzled out the way that it did because Respect the Pact, you know, was so burnt out doing it. Let me give you some perspective. My 7-minute video took me 10 hours, okay, to work on. Imagine how long it took them to put together, you know, a 12, 13-minute episode of Project 7 with the amount of effects and editing and professionalness in that series. That must have taken them like 10 days, you know what I mean? Like 10 whole fucking 24-hour days to put that shit together. I completely understand why they got burnt out and why they decided to leave the project. But there's just so many things going on, and I have a positive feeling for 2013. I really think that it's going to be a good year regardless of what happens, and I hope that all of you will be there with me to experience it, okay? So let's wrap up this extra long channel update by saying thank you everyone for a great year. You probably, you'll hear my schedule video, but you may not hear from me again until 2013 besides that. So I just want to say Happy New Year to everyone, Happy Holidays to everyone, thank you to everyone, and let's just see where this next year brings us. We survived a Mayan apocalypse, so only good things can come from here. I'm DSP. Thanks a lot for being a fan, for being a viewer, for just being there for me and supporting me, and I appreciate it so much. I will see you in the new year. Thanks a lot. Happy New Year. Peace out.